excuse me, guys, is it just me or you also feel this feeling I'm feeling? Like, there's this feeling of loss. Like, suddenly you feel like you've lost several pints of blood and some weight too. Imagine me losing weight. Like you feel you've lost so much when you finally carry almost all your savings to the door of your landlord or landlady so that you can secure roof over your head. Like, it's not funny. That feeling of loss, Malababu, this Accra living, we must all go to our hometowns. I mean, I have felt like I've lost 3 kufu gallons of blood this week. It's not funny at all, I promise you. And I know for some of you, just like me, you have looked forward to the end of the month as if August has been really, really slow. I think August has been just pretty fast. It's your pocket that was light, if not empty. That's why you kept checking the dates for your calculations and just to see, say, people are hustling. No, sorry. Actually, I learned at Jamestown, the word is not even hustling. There's a proper way to say hustling. Let's go to Jamestown for the right pronunciation.
I'm hairdresser. When they will help me, I'll do it.
But your husband, what does he do?
What?
Your husband?
My husband, he haven't do anything. That's why I say he's Ozola.
He's what?
Ozola.
What does that mean?
When they call him, every work he will do.
Every work he will do. So it's Ozola.
Yes.
Thank you for the word, so sweet. So if I ask you, what do you call a man or woman who hustles for a living? You say what? You say Ozola. Again, Ozola. True. Poverty is not a virtue. I promise. Poverty can make you so desperate that in the case of don't mind your wife chop bar, father and daughter decided to open what Daniel Kranti refers to as drive-through fufu chop bar at a multi-million-dollar newly commissioned Pokuase interchange. Amazing. You've got to respect their confidence, man. I mean, how do you open a drive-through? Don't mind your wife chop bar at the interchange that is #1 in all of West Africa. This is unprecedented. Oh my God. Friends, welcome to the show. This is BackPage on City TV, your new satirical show. My name is Caleb Kuda. Let's take a drive to the Pokuase interchange where father and daughter erected a beautiful signage that I imagine reads, "Now open. Don't mind your wife chop bar." Location under the Pokuase interchange. Night fufu is ready. Night fufu is ready. So yeah, we are driving through, just imagine this beautiful interchange and the even more beautiful newly opened drive-through shop bar. Observe social distancing, please. We have come to the magnificent Pokuase interchange to give you a tour on this stretch, especially at night. We're seeing how it's all coming together in a
few moments later.
Amazing story. It's the confidence for me. This tells you the greatness of fufu. Chese, they pounded the plantain till it was smooth. Then pounded the cassava to be sure, say, then they mixed the plantain and the cassava together. Oh, they pounded all of that on the Pokuase interchange till it was soft enough to dish. I am very, very sure they prepared the rare soup with his yumunam also on the Pokuase interchange. No, Charlie. These are the entrepreneurs we need for the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. NBSSI. NBSS, can you hear me? You should be looking for father and daughter to support them with funding. You understand? No, this is cooking for food and rent. You understand? In fact, NAPCO, you should consider this model for job creation. This one is youth in drive-through fufu business. No, fufu beyond borders. You know, when we lived at Nagazia, there was this headmaster. Every single day, and I mean every single day, his daughter single-handedly pounded fufu for him, and I never understood it. Recently, I visited family and I volunteered to pound the fufu. The plantain alone, I lost breath. Hey, but father and daughter, they want to prove to us all that, Charlie, it is possible. Fufu without borders. Fufu beyond aid. Fufu rising from the home to the streets. The meteoric rise of an African delicacy. This public lecture will be delivered by Honorable Who Said Chair, and it's in 2 weeks at the British Council. Don't miss it. Until then, here is a professor of English, award-winning professor of English at Stanford University, Professor Pokuase, giving us all an abstract on this topic, fufu rising from the home to the streets, the meteoric rise of an African delicacy. Enjoy.
So it's not unusual walking along there in an evening to hear a woman call her daughter Aquile. Hey, Aquile, go across to Nadukwe's mother and get me some salt.
Amazing.
You know, and it's because the life is led close to the roadway.
So we shouldn't be surprised when people cook banku and
pounding their fufu on the roadside. It's their kitchen.
They don't care.
Yeah.
But this is Pokuase. This is not him.
No, but it doesn't matter. You'll be surprised if you could go and interview this woman.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised that at home she cooks oriented to the roadway.
Okay.
So for her to say that this is a nice road, why don't I just continue, extend my kitchen? You'll be surprised. I may be wrong, but you'll be surprised to find out that her house, her domestic activities are already oriented toward the roadway.
Prof has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, Prof has spoken. Whom am I? And whom are you to challenge Prof? In fact, here is evidence the streets are legit parts of our kitchen, for which pounding fufu on the Pokuase highway should be expected. This way. It's almost like at every joint there's some fish being fried and some kenke being cooked. This is a big fish, or is what?
This one is red fish.
This one is red fish. And the kenke is there. The kenke is over there. Mommy, good morning. How are you doing? Are you in Jamestown? Are you born here?
No, Jamestown.
You're in Jamestown. Oh, okay. Until what I'm facing?
I feel bad.
You see? I kid you not. It is what it is. It is what it is. This whole pounding fufu on the Pokuase highway has anthropological, sociological, archaeological, and yet it's also a comedy logical context. Now, some scholars argue that our urban spatial planning and the coordination of our mode of transportation, all of that, it reflects on our mental stability and emotional resilience as a country. It tells so much about our national character. To make things simple, if you want to see if a country is going anywhere in this life, check how their spaces are planned, where human beings sleep, check how it is organized, and how public transport functions. Whatever that is, the Ghana North Municipal Assembly, after watching the people pound their fufu and make their sales, preparing soup and fetching on the fufu on top, they finally got appalled. Finally, when the video trended on social media, they got father and daughter arrested. Very sad development.
The two persons, a father and a daughter, were arrested in connection with a choba being operated by these two persons. And the names are one Comfort Date, who is 32 years, and the father, a 60-year-old man. These two persons have been granted bail, but they've been cautioned for causing public nuisance. We're hoping to see them tomorrow, and then we'll continue with investigations.
Some say it's indiscipline. Others say it's the resilience and the unbreakable spirit of the Ghanaian to thrive and survive in the face of economic hardship. Especially when you consider the fact that this is the same sport that got two of the country's strong men, strong underlined, I mean Terminator and Alajo Goliath. This kind of attitude got them so upset very recently.
Na ye ton body, ni ye ton banchi, na ye ton tomatoes, ye ton pabwa. I tell you, all this will no longer be tolerated. Okay? All this will no more be tolerated in our country. Yeah. Walkway, fe. Sani nipa befasu. Obaba na.
Thank you very much. That's what I tried to say. Now, people were hawking plantain chips and we didn't tolerate it. Then it is fufu you want to come and pound. But these guys, do you remember how upset Terminator was at the Ghana North Municipal Assembly people? The Municipal Assembly people for do you remember?
Why is it that you allow people to do whatever they want? People take over all these places. You don't police these places. You don't monitor. The power is in your hands. And assemblies, you think you don't have power? Well, in our country, people are not working. Nobody is working.
Well. Some people are of the view that since the president has failed to appoint MMDCEs 8 months into his administration, the MCEs and the DCEs don't have the powers to do anything. They are in a limbo. So MCE Clement Wilkinson, he's not sure if he will come or he will go. It is something which is there. You understand? It is something which is there.
I think the past 3 months, right, we have been here. We try to warn the people not to sell on the pedestrian way. But, sir, it seems they are trying to do it. Last 3 days, I think we heard the news about the fufu farming woman. That woman now has gone to court. Today, we arrested somebody who is selling herbal medicine on the same spot. Right now, we have taken you to the Pokuase district police, and he's going to write his statement. Tell us the reason why he tried to sell there. Then, if the police have to take him to court, they will do that.
Yo, Uncle Clement, how are you? Oh, bleh. Oh, bleh. My God. Anyway, about the appointment of the MMDCEs, Eugene Ahe, hard guy. Eugene Ahe, or say, the president doesn't think, it is affecting development in any way. Now, you people, stop giving him pressure. Munyasa moment pressure no shesha shawa bia shawa wa alupremu ewa jamai.
The president also makes a point, which we shouldn't forget, that currently there's no vacuum at the various districts, metropolitan areas, and also the municipalities. There are no vacuum because the old MMDCs are still in office and on a day-to-day basis going about their respective duties. So as and when he decides to make the announcement, which I believe should be soon, but I can assure you that it is not hampering development or the works of the assemblies at the various districts and at the various municipalities. So I don't think there should be any cause for concern because work is still ongoing at the various MMDC levels.
This week, Bernard asked you a question on the City Breakfast show. I want to ask you on his behalf again. He said, why? Do you think we wash our face upwards? And see, Presidency Director of Communication, come again, okay? Come again. Say you understand. Come again. Come with the list. By the way, some people say John Mahama is bored at home, so he is taking a walk across the country. He's just not walking, but he's talking as well.
It's only after an afterthought that suddenly they realize that, we must be doing some infrastructure. So Agenda 111 has been procured. There's no transparency how the money is going to be, procured and all that.
This is where I want to do a feisty editorial. We disagree with Mr. Mahama, who lost the elections miserably in 2020 because the General Secretary of his party, Mr. Getia. Now, here is why we are defending the government's Agenda 111. It is not an afterthought. It is an impressive mark of an ambitious visionary of the Dankwa Dombo tradition. When we return from this break, touchscreen, believability quotients, and coefficients.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. City TV, it's your world.
Agenda 111 was a campaign promise of the NPP in the 2020 general elections. So, we are surprised that Mr. Mahama would describe this ambitious promise as an afterthought. Check the NPP manifesto published as an artwork on City Newsroom. Show them on the screen. It's not coming. It will come. Show them on the screen. It clearly states construct 111 health facilities, including 2 psychiatric hospitals, 6 regional hospitals. Mr. Mahama, 100 standard design hospitals, etc., etc. Mr. Mahama, did you say you didn't hear that? So we are surprised that after returning from boredom, a whole flag bearer of the largest opposition party will call the Agenda 111 an afterthought. Mr. Mahama, like seriously? Okay, that's the end of our editorial. That's the end. We'll bring you a montage, you understand, of our song from Mr. Mahama later. Welcome from that break and the editorial too. This is BackPage on City TV. My name is Caleb Good at the Agenda 111. It's so big, the NDC is afraid they will chew. They will chew last in the next elections again. That's why they are panicking. And this is according to Yao Boabeng Asamoah, the MP who himself chewed in the elections for the Adenta seat. From chewer to chewy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's chew together.
The NDC feels threatened, not because you are getting something good from the MPP, but because they think and they believe, and it is true, that you will never give them your vote again. The NDC has nothing to give you. So why should you give them your vote again? Can you really look at your thumb and give it back to former president, former flag bearer, and aspiring flag bearer John Mahama?
Now, much as Mr. Boabeng Asamoah would have us believe in the Agenda 111, the people and traditional authorities of Shama say, shame, a dog bite, whoa, a pussy cat, and meow. In fact, they say lie.
President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo on 19th August 2020, exactly a year ago, cut short amidst fanfare for the construction of a 100-bed capacity Shama District Hospital, estimated at 32 million euros.
Till date, nothing, absolutely nothing has been done. We don't want it to look like because it was a campaign season, that is why the president rushed and came to cut the sword for us. We are people of Shama are sad. We are disappointed. We don't know what the government is doing for us.
As indigenes of Shama, we are highly disappointed because we had high hope of him building the district hospital to serve the needs of the people. a year on without any sign of the project going on at the site, we feel disappointed.
Me, I disagree with Shama people saying it's a sham, basically, the Agenda 111. Just because we promised you one district hospital but failed to deliver doesn't mean we can't execute Agenda 111. What is just one district hospital? What is just one district? Just because some years have elapsed, we will do it. 111, we will do it. Hopefully, party people who don't know anything about construction will get their share by the time the hospitals are not done. By the time they are done, I mean. But seriously, we can explain why we haven't started a shaman. It's not just a sham yet.
The feasibility study is ongoing. Because originally, the hospital construction should have been at the old site. But we thought it wise that we have to get a new site for the new project. So the whole concept was changed to a new site. And the new site, you have to go through process by engaging the community, and some kind of test has to also be undertaken. So since 1 year the president came to do the sword cutting, this process is ongoing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. After all the funds and the gifts that the people gave the president and the grandma to, after all that.
Car as a CAD, 32 million euro, Standard Chartered Bank, with the credit guarantee from Sinosure, China, Abwa Abano, MSK, the Marbella Hospital, Yesaka.
After all the perfume English, now we are now testing the soil. No, but the La General Hospital, no, that place there is some cute restaurant be in the corner around there like that. How are you? Yeah, Zoe and I finally went to find lunch, quote and unquote. If you know, you know. Before we left, she announced in the newsroom that, to the hearing of everyone, including Beverly, that I'm taking her away until should anything happen, she is with me. I confidence have credibility. Oh, but yes, I mean, we saw 2 excavators on the grounds of the site. The formerly La General Hospital, now it's a site. It's, you know, La people, keep praying. Your time will come. Your time will come. The 1112 will come. But the taxi driver who gave a police officer a jolly ride, a joy ride 2 years ago, no, he is hot today. Hard guy. Redefining jolly rides. Hard guy. And I'm told he has a single room self-contained in prison for like 2 years rent free. My brother, congratulations. For 2 years, your landlady will not disturb you. But guys, guess what? The war against indiscipline is back.
So, now this is the quiet kind
Let
of.
me explain it to you.
No, please.
You can call the dispatch.
I can't be gone. Let me tell you the fact.
No,
let me tell you, please. When it's just a motor traffic offense.
No, let me tell you what happened.
Listen to me.
Why don't you want to listen to me?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that when I was coming. No, it's not true. Hold on. You will listen to what I'm talking. Mr. Nyako, when I saw the dispatch, I told you, look, get down, let me talk to the dispatch. And let me ask this dispatch if he can dispatch me. So when I stop over like this and I ask, I call him, I say, I'm going to here, but there's traffic. Can you dispatch me? They say no, there's operation going on ahead. So if I can get there, I talk to Mr. Nyako.
I said when I can.
Vibes Benny. Former Council of State Mine. Also now he was going to greet the police. Hey! Idea capital. This idea is not ideal, cry. Oh my God. No, but as we are laughing about these things, the road crashes that have occurred this week alone, very, very sad. Very, very sad. And that's why the war against indiscipline should be supported by all, including thou.
he was coming to my, naming my baby's naming ceremony, and I called him. That was Saturday evening, and I sent him money. To come with my father. And no, my father told me that my brother said they will be coming like 11, and I said it's too early. I had a call like around 4 a.m. That was my junior sister. Said they had an accident. Since yesterday, I've not been myself.
Very sad thing, people. In one of the crashes, a 6-month-old baby died. Yeah. Her crime was that she was born in a country where indiscipline on the road is the order of the day. And this week in Kasa, we've had some bizarre stories, deadly, crazy stories. Somebody killed human beings and chopped the body of one of them and kept in the fridge.
The suspect, Richard Appiah, a 28-year-old surveyor in whose room the bodies of 15-year-old Stephen Sapon, 12-year-old Louis Ajimai Jr., and an unidentified man were found, was arrested by the police at midnight on Friday. Police, in the company of the complainant and accused, went to the residence of the suspect to carry out a search. The search found the body of the deceased in one of the rooms and later found the other 2 bodies cut into pieces and kept in a double-door fridge.
I don't know what to say. I feel very melancholy right now. Very, very melancholy.
At first, I was feeling very melancholy, knowing that I don't have even nobody who helped me for this investigation or who helped me to further my case, because I don't have any penny with me. And how can I get anybody who supports me on this issue? But when the IGP came here, but I'm telling you who are questioning me now that IGP is not a man whom the president took him from nowhere, but from God.
It's sad. And I feel very, very melancholy right now. But I agree with the family of the family, because the proactiveness of the IGP, if I were fellow Ghanaians, I would have said that the acting IGP is doing better than the much talked about it is only in heaven that there is no crime. But clearly, whom am I? I can't say that. It's not proper. Everyone's effort at making Ghana better must be, you understand? By the way, have you seen the horses that were kept? The horses that those days were kept only chasing politicians on Independence Day, Have you seen that now they are being used for police visibility to deter criminals? Hey, IGP, you're almost like, now oh yeah, guy, too much swag there. We hope that the criminals will do this thing. But guys, you have to be safe. And if your money come, remember the hard times when you were checking the calendar. Remember. And don't forget to send your money, your contribution to the building of the cathedral. You understand? You have to follow the example of the chief imam. He said 550,000. Money gave you. We are contributing for the tea. And so go on.